Well, you may have tried creme brulee, but today we're adding a little twist to the original recipe.
With our one and only Chef Randall Tonjes is here to talk about some Banana Foster creme brulee.
That's right.
Yum.
That's right.
Sounds delicious, man.
So today I'm going to go a little fast because I want to make sure that we get everything in. And since we didn't have all the flair last time I was on, I thought we would try to redo it. But anyways, creme brulee is a custard. Much like, we know creme caramel, where they're like the caramels on the bottom and you kind of invert the cup. So you fill the cup with, you make a sugar, you put the custard in, then you bake it. This is a little bit different. It's basically the opposite. We make a custard, we fill it into the dish, and then we make a brulee or a creme roll on top.
Nice.
So that's just the difference between a creme caramel and a creme brulee. Also, creme brulee has a little bit more fat. I'm going to have you mix that in there. So we got bananas, butter, brown sugar.
Yum.
And what we're doing right now is we're just going to start to caramelize the bananas, because what you don't see on the bottom of this is bananas. So we have a basic brulee. It's in a little bit different kind of dish, because usually brulee dishes are about a ramekin that's about 4 inches in diameter. And so what we've done is just doing this a little bit different. What this is going to be for is we're trying a new class at Square One. It's going to be called a pop-up dinner or demo and dinner.
Ooh.
So
nice.
For those who really aren't into the cooking part of it, but really are interested in food and are really interested in asking me questions about food and particularly the subject about what I'm doing, we thought I'll kind of demo the meal and they'll sit around me, kind of like a sushi bar almost.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And then
Knife tricks too?
Well, I don't know about that. And I'll make sure I have gas too. Is that, it's just a way for people to kind of be a part of food that maybe it's an interest of theirs, but they're really not all that maybe into it, or they want to do it at home and really don't want to come into the school and do it. So that's what we're doing. Now we're going to add a little lemon juice to this.
Lemon, what is that going to do?
That's going to help kind of cut that super sweetness of sugar, balance that out a little bit. Now this is where it's going to get exciting here, Christy.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to have you mix this sugar into those eggs.
Okay, thank you,
and
sir.
mix it pretty good, because we want it light and fluffy. Now this is where most people go kind of wrong on the, okay, we're going to really crank that up now.
Okay, I'm standing back.
Now, do you want me to hold it, or do you want to hold it?
You do it.
Okay.
I want you to do it.
All right.
I'm afraid I'm going to do it wrong.
What the folks at home don't know yet is that I've heated up some cream, vanilla, and a little bit of salt. And we're going to also add a little bit of salt to this. So hear that kind of sizzling, caramely sound?
Yes.
All right, now we're going to add the rum in. I'm going to take it off the heat, add the rum. It's going to get hot, and I'm going to bring it over.
Woo! That scared me. I was ready for it, and it still scared me. I don't know.
It's like the pop-up thing.
Yes.
All right, so...
Don't flame your arm.
It's okay, it's okay. Now we're going to let that just kind of die out.
Okay.
All right, so now this is the hot cream, and what we're going to do is we're going to introduce a little bit of the cream into the egg. Now this is what we call tempering, all right? And so if you're ever reading a recipe that talks about tempering, that's exactly what we just did there. We don't add all the hot cream into it because we don't want to really literally cook the egg.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's why we did that. Now you're going to add that into this.
Okay,
Got it.
I have to say mine smells like vacation over here. It smells like a pineapple banana pina
Go ahead and add that
colada.
in.
Makes me want a pina
And then I'm
colada.
going to take this. So can I have that spatula?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So this is another place where people tend to go wrong, is they want to bring the whisk into this. And this is our custard base. I don't know if you guys can get a shot of that.
Kind of, yeah.
But this is where, so you don't want to create a lot of foam in here. Oh, I can't tilt it more. Here, there we go. But sometimes people start whisking the base, and there gets a lot of air in there. What happens is that it makes your custard very bubbly, and you don't really want your custard bubbly.
Is the rule like you go down and then around and then down and then around?
A figure 8 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, we've built our custard, we've caramelized our bananas, and then you're ready to fill your custard dishes. So you'll put a little bit of this in the bottom of a custard dish.
Okay.
You'll put the custard on top of it to cover it. And I always like to leave about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of room off the rim.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the really, really important part of creme brulee is that you chill it really, really well. So if you can, a minimum of at least 2 hours, And actual best is to go overnight. The reason why is that when you go to do this next step, and I want to get this out of the way.
So that people can see.
Yeah, is that we're going to now make that famous, caramel top.
Yes.
So what I have here is I have some vanilla sugar, and it's basically whenever I use a vanilla bean, I'll rinse it off and then I'll put it in some sugar. And then that flavor then transfers into the sugar.
Oh.
So it's about a teaspoon. And you want to put in there pretty evenly. And then there's a little trick I got. And that is we're going to kind of just shake the container so it evens it out.
Okay.
And then we're going to take a torch. Now, if you don't have a torch at home.
Whoa. Was that part important?
Well, no, it's the base.
Okay.
If you don't have a torch at home, you can put it under the broiler. And what you want to do is you want to find that right, distance between the sugar and the torch.
It is starting to get that bubbly, golden brown, delicious.
So this is where the brulee part happens. We just have creme there. Now we're going to have brulee.
And that's all it takes is just a little bit of sugar on the top. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Now there's some chefs that use like a mix of brown sugar and white sugar. It really doesn't matter. And then like this torch is a little smaller torch. It's more reasonable to be working with, but you could certainly use any kind of torch you wanted. I mean, if you have like a bigger one that you use for soldering or something, that will work too.
Do you smell that, Chris?
No, but it looks
amazing. It smells. He can't smell, but it does smell amazing.
So here, you want to try it?
I do. Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to hand off. I'm going to pass the torch.
Pass in the torch, like the Olympics.
Yeah. All right. So now the reason why you want this super chilled is because when we go to build the caramel on top, I don't know. Can we see that?
A little bit. Yeah.
I'm going to get that over here. When you go to build that on top, you don't want the heat to melt your custard, because really this is ice cream in a sense. And you don't want it to, because if it's subject to the heat, it's gonna just heat the custard up and get it all liquid. So that's why you want it set really, really well. You're doing perfect.
Thank you, Randall.
Now again, you can do this under the broiler. The thing is, you want to put like about maybe 2 to 3 inches up underneath the broiler, and then don't turn the broiler on until you get them in there. Then turn the broiler on super high, and then it's got to be like maybe 2 to 3 inches off. That's it. And then try to position them so that the elements and the dishes are all aligned.
Nice.
Oh,
very well done. You are.
There we go.
Okay, so once this is done, then what's the next step? Throw some bananas on?
No. You'll see.
Oh, we're good, right?
Bananas are in the bottom already.
Yeah, you'll see.
And when can people do the pop-up class?
The pop-up class is on Tuesday, starting at 7. We just put it online today, and it's $50 per person. We're going to start with a shrimp beignets with a sauce creole. Then we're going to do a seafood or a chicken and sausage gumbo. Okay. And then we're going to finish with the bananas Foster brulee.
I'm a good chef.
So.
That's amazing.
Did you get some banana?
I didn't, because I didn't go down far enough.
It's like banana cream pie without the custard and whipped cream.
Wow. This is so good. Don't forget to get yourself signed up for the class. And thank you, Randall.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Go get the recipe. ndtoday.tv.
And come to our class.
Sign up for the class. We'll be back with more.